From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
The name's Nukem, Duke Nukem, and you're watching the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. I don't know why, but you are.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. We're talking about the 30th anniversary of a Goofy movie. Can't believe it's already been 30 years.
Is it a Goofy movie or the Goofy movie?
It's a Goofy movie.
Goofy movie.
It's literally one of those things where everybody thinks it's the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, my brain
beginning
knows the
opens,
correct
it
way to
says-
say it.
It says a movie, and then Goofy splats in the middle.
But what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Hi, Suze.
Hi.
James, what's up, pal? Long time
Not
no
much.
see. Do not tickle my butthole.
Doing good, just feeling, tired.
I feel that. What is sleep?
You'll discover it when your kid is like 7.
What's up, Ryan? Well, the Wrestling Guru is joining a actual nerds show, and it's, right around the normal time when you actually do it. You're just a couple weeks early.
Yeah, no, hey, hi guys, how are you doing?
Don't adjust your dials. He's actually supposed to be here.
I promise we didn't skip a whole month.
But a Goofy movie released theatrically in 1995, director Kevin Lima. It stars Bill Farmer as Goofy, James Marsden as Max, and then it has Jim Cummings, Kelly Martin, Rob Paulsen, we should know that name, Pauly Shore. Quick 78 minutes. April 7th, 1995 in the States, was put out in theaters. It had a budget of $18 million and didn't bring home a lot. It doubled, $37.6 million. I'm really starting to think that this kind of turned itself into kind of a cult following movie.
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that.
Also,
the fact that you just said we know Rob Paulsen, but you didn't say you didn't say anything about Jim Cummings? Excuse me. Who are you and what did you do with AJ?
There's only one person that does my outro whenever we decide to click the outro, and it's Rob Paulsen. If you could somehow freaking get Jim Cummings to do it.
Yeah. But Jim Cummings is like the Disney voice. Like,
Yeah, he's literally everything.
like
Tigger, Winnie the Pooh, back half of Scar. Fuck it, I'll just click on his name.
oh, he does oh my god. The Firefly who sings to Evangeline.
Oh, I know you're talking about somebody name.
Oh my god. Okay, this isn't good. It's not popping up in my head.
I love the fact that you guys are talking about all the Disney voice characters that are like the staple of Disney, and all I can think of is the 90s actors that also make cameos in this movie
Yes.
that are unbelievable. I mean, you have Kelly Martin playing Roxanne. Kelly Martin from ER as Lucy Knight, and then I can't remember what the kid show was she was on in the early 90s.
Oh, Ray.
Jenna Van Noy plays Stacy. Van Noy, Blossom's sidekick. The Principal Mazer, is Wallace. I can't remember what his last name is, but he's the teacher from Clueless and The Princess Bride in those movies. And then Jason Marsden, wonderful voice actor, what he's known for, but was also on Step by Step at the same time he was doing this show.
And had a bunch of recurring episodes on Boy Meets World.
Yeah, it would have been a season before this. It would have been the season before. But him and Will Friedle are super close friends even to this day. So that's why he
which
was on
we
Boy Meets
still need
World.
to finish. We made it to the last season.
Yeah, I know. You need to finish. I've finished it about 35
You
times.
told me to bleep and wait for you, you mother trucker.
We haven't finished Stranger Things yet either.
You told me to wait for you, you mother trucker.
And then I'm leaving out the biggest icon of the 90s that are on here, Pauly Shore. In the early 90s, Pauly Shore was, comedy-wise,
He's the
pretty
GOAT,
damn popular. Yeah.
the face of MTV.
But I mean, they had a pretty good set of power hitters, and I can think of his last name. His first name starts with a B, but the guy who voices Goofy, has been the voice.
Bill Farmer.
Bill Farmer has been the voice of Goofy for
Ever.
decades.
Almost the same time as the guy who played Mario or plays Mario.
Yeah. And he's not even like, he just comes in and does it. Disney calls him up and is like, hey, we've got a new Goofy idea. And he comes in, he voices it and leaves.
It's kind of like James Woods. If there's a role for Hades, it will always be James Woods. And I know James loves that because Hades is literally his embodiment. Even though I think it's more just Dr. Facilier because, you know.
Is it sarcasm?
Yeah.
You were saying about this movie being a cult following. I think it definitely was way more popular once it released on VHS than it was
In the
movie
movies.
theaters.
Yeah.
I don't even think about it to look it up to see what was running against it in 95, but
I
would
I
imagine some
can look it
hitters.
up if you guys want to kill time.
don't think we need to, because I think the other thing to consider is this took place like 3 years after the end of Goof Troop.
Goof Troop ended in 92. I know it's only like 2 seasons long.
Yeah, so when I was doing a little bit of research before this started. This technically takes place 3 years after the like end of Goof Troop. So it was kind of like they were trying to like bring back
Holy shit.
the nostalgia in the series.
Holy shit.
Goof Troop never, like, until I got a little older, I was not a huge fan of Goof Troop.
I like Goof Troop.
I love Goof Troop now. I loved Goof Troop when I was 7.
Yeah, it stopped in 94.
So a year before.
Yeah, but I think and then the timeline wise, it takes place 3 years after when the last episode of Goof Troop.
The box office opening weekend for a Goofy movie.
Mm-hmm.
It comes out third. Tommy Boy is number 2. Bad Boys is number 1.
Oh, that's why it lost.
Yeah, so that's why it's number 3.
Pulp
And that
Fiction is still in movie theaters at that point.
Yep.
Forrest
Yeah.
Gump is still in movie theaters at that point.
Yeah. A Goofy movie was just it.
But it's the kids' movie for all those movies, so
Yeah, I don't see any other kids' movies on here.
Yeah, but I mean, as a kid, and maybe it was just my house, we didn't really do a whole lot of movie theater. Like, we didn't really go to the movies. I had to specifically request to go see, like, I saw Phantom Menace in theaters, and I specifically requested to go see Phantom Menace in theaters. Like, I had to go and ask.
See, I grew up with an aunt that took my 2 cousins to the movies every Sunday. So if you wanted to see a movie, you just tagged along with them on Sunday to go see a movie.
I mean,
But
my niece and my nephew know that if they call me and they're like, hey, we want to go see this movie. Mom doesn't want to take me. Cool. This is when I'm free. When do you want to go?
I didn't see this in the movie theater. This was actually one of those, I think it was one of those Columbia House purchases from my mother, who loved the stamp collection of Columbia House movies and would just pick 20 of them at a time.
I saw this on Disney Channel when they were still doing their
8
family,
o'clock.
like their family night movies.
I wish they still did.
I missed those, but that's what I watched. It was a family night movie. But I mean, there were families in the 90s where it wasn't that they couldn't afford to go to the movies, but unless their kid like wanted to see something, they're not just gonna willy-nilly take their kids to the theaters.
I'm starting to think that a Goofy movie theatrically was only put out there just to hold Disney fans over until Pocahontas came out 2.5 months later.
It's possible. But then again, I
Just a
mean,
thought.
I also don't feel like a Goofy movie needed a theatrical release.
You think it could have just went? I don't know. I don't
I
know
feel
if
like
it
it's
would
They-
have done as well
at-
if it went
at-
straight to DVD, VHS.
Well, I'm not even suggesting that. They could have put it onto the Disney Channel, and then it actually probably would have
The-
succeeded going to straight to
Yeah.
video.
You could kind of see the difference between the movies, where this movie could have easily been the Saturday Night Family movie
Mm.
on
Yeah.
the Disney Channel, like she said, and that'd be done with it. And then like it would just air a couple of times and then release to VHS, and it would have been probably the same amount.
Yeah, April 7th, 1995, theatrically, and didn't make it to. It did not make it to Disney Channel until. I just had the date. Go. October 18th, 1996. So they waited a long time for it to make its television debut.
Yeah.
But it
I didn't
was
even know this
released.
was in theaters.
It was released on VHS September 6th, 1995. So they
Yeah.
waited over a year to then put it on TV. But looking back at this movie, because I remember seeing this movie for the first time on, I think it was like Toon Disney at the time. No, okay.
Oh
I don't
no,
think
I
Toon
remember
Disney
it. I
existed
just
yet.
I didn't get to have it until like way later on in life. So yeah.
Suze, I didn't see this until I was maybe 2000, 2001.
I saw this on Disney Channel, and what I don't remember is if I saw it on ABC Family
That's
for their
maybe where I
Saturday
saw
night
it.
movie, or if I saw it on Disney Channel, because they did have family movie nights on Disney Channel as well. If you saw it on Toon Disney, then if you saw it in 2000s, highly you probably saw it on Toon Disney, because that's when they started expanding all the channels into like the hundreds and everything else.
I mean, that
But
was
I
easy.
definitely
It
I
got
definitely
confusing
saw
when
this
you had
on
the
Disney.
thousands. Had to put an extra one in front of the number to get HD.
Yeah. But I definitely saw this on Disney Channel, and I probably saw this in 96, I want to say.
So when
Same here.
when the first time you saw this movie compared to seeing it recently or the last time you did watch it, how does it compare? Do you think it lives up to the story that you remember as a kid? Ryan, I'll start with you going first.
I absolutely love this movie. It is by far one of my favorite movies to just go back and watch. I'm not a Disney guy
Yeah, we know.
like you guys are. There's only a few Disney characters that I like, and this is one. Like the first time me and my brother watched this movie, we were hooked on it, and it got worn out. And this is, and it's the classic tale of a teenage son with their father.
Wanting a little bit of a
Yeah,
alone time and a little.
yeah, and it's still great. I mean, I just watched it last night.
I know we did. I stayed up. Shouldn't have stayed up.
Mm.
James, I bless you.
Thank you. Yes, I still think it does, and I still do enjoy it.
You look like you're trying not to sneeze again.
No, I'm trying to get my senses back here. Like it feels foggy. Ugh.
You just sneezed yourself a concussion. Welcome to CTE. Dudes?
This is a loaded question for me because I loved the story. I loved the movie as a kid. I love it even more as an adult, which is really saying something because normally movies like this, I kind of fall off the wagon a little bit.
What the heck just happened? I just saw your video. It's like James sneezed and just jumped frames.
That is what I've been experiencing this whole time.
Achoo! Boom.
So,
Ugh.
but this story is held up so well over time because you even get it today where you have a teenage son who's kind of,
A dick.
a single mom, a single dad. It could be any um blend, and there's struggles there. You don't totally understand your teenage kid. I don't even want to think about my own kid when she's a teenager because I will not understand what she's going through because they're going to be different than what I went through.
That's 11 and a half years away, by the way. Hey, Ryan, how old's Grayson right now?
13. Just turned 13 on the
And
8th.
we've been friends since he was basically born?
Yes.
Damn.
Hey, my oldest niece on my side, not my husband's side, on my side, is 13.
I remember Ryan cussing me out after I wrecked him in a race.
That's a lie.
With Grayson
My
apparently
oldest
sitting on
niece
his chest.
is 21. 22.
That's a hell of a
So I've been
jump
through
there,
the teenage
Susie.
phase. And now I get to go through it again with the other niece. And her brother's not far behind. I'm not ready.
I don't think anybody is. I just seeing Paxton, how much he's changed in 2 months is kind of scary. But yeah, I really think this movie holds up kind of basically with what Ryan said. It's the same bullet points that can transition through
The
other
other
mediums and other movies.
the other thing that helps this movie are the songs.
Yes.
That was
These-
something I was gonna ask. If you watch this song or this movie muted, is it as good?
No.
Eh.
No.
Okay.
First
You
of
take
all-
out the songs, but you still have the same, say if it were talking scenes,
Yeah.
but have the same
No.
like aspects. I don't
No.
know.
It'll
No.
be like Mulan. No.
And by the way, the video you guys sent, James, if you could do that sneezing trick the next time I got to go to the doctor's, so I'm like somewhat a bill of health, that'll be nice. That's pretty weird.
I sneezed, went to go grab my soda, shook it up, and then
You're Cloroxing everything.
But yeah, the songs is like the catchy is the part that makes the movie wanting to go back and watch just so you can sing the songs.
I don't know. I feel like there is some exposition within the songs. They're definitely catchy, and they get you from point A to point B. Obviously, with some of these songs, but the real heart moments for me are when the music isn't playing.
True.
That's
I get
why I
that.
say you can go and not have the songs and maybe have other scenes that still explain what they were doing.
I feel like the songs are the great transition point though. So
Yeah,
like,
welcome to a Disney movie.
no kidding. But even if it wasn't a Disney movie, like songs are a great transition point and they're a way to keep the story progressing. And I feel like this particular movie, I'm not gonna say all movies in general, but this particular movie, I feel like the songs are great transitions.
This is one of those Disney songs where it's not like that one main song that you remember from the movies. This one has like 3
Yeah.
that you remember from this movie that are like all can stand on within by themselves.
I mean, the only other movie I can think off the top of my head is like that is Lion King.
True. Lion King does have what, 2?
3, Be Prepared, Hakuna Matata, and Circle of Life.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. The Bigfoot scene isn't as impressive if he's not singing Saturday Night Fever or Staying Alive. It's still
not as
funny.
funny either.
It's funny with the music. It's not funny if you mute it.
No.
Then he just looks
it's
like
a horror movie.
Then it looks like a Bigfoot with Tourette's. It just doesn't make any sense.
So you mentioned the movie. What song stands out the most?
I don't know, AJ. What song stands out the most for you?
See, I love Eye to Eye, but I've always
shit. We could tell by your shirt.
But I've always loved On the Open Road as like my favorite. That is literally my favorite. I think on Disney Heroes, the first Disney Heroes CD, it's like the second song on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I wore that bitch out.
I really like After Today. I mean, I like all of them, but I really do like After the Day. Maybe it's because I like singing the part about sitting on my butt because that's all I ever do
James?
as a truck driver.
All right. For me personally, it was Stand Up. And because it's a great way to start the movie and we kind of understand what Max is trying to do for himself, it's a great kind of foreshadow for later on. And plus also Tevin Campbell's like vocals on that song are fucking mint and I love listening to it repeatedly.
Max was literally trying to be popular without people knowing that it's him.
Yeah.
Just feel it, just for a split second. Suze?
Eye to eye.
Can you do the perfect cast?
I've been fishing in so long.
I thought you were going to say, I don't want to hurt myself tonight.
No, I've never hurt myself fishing. I have hurt a bullfrog, but I've never hurt myself.
My brother has and caught me before.
Nope, I've never. That was one
Almost
big thing
pierced.
that I was always taught, and that's partially why this movie I think resonates with me so well. Is one of the bonding things I did with my dad was we went fishing. Now, believe it or not, I would not touch the fish and I would not touch the worms, but I
would believe that.
I would cast it just fine, and I would be.
There goes Dad's hat.
I honestly would be fine if somebody put a cork on my hook and I could just cast the line out there and just let it float.
I just had this conversation with my nephew who is at 6 years old, is an avid fisherman, and my wife was talking about going fishing, but she didn't want to have to unhook the fish, and she didn't want to have to hook the worm up to it. And I looked at him and said, your Aunt Lonnie wants to go fishing. Will you take her fishing? And I told him all that, and he looks at me and goes, I ain't teaching her how to do all that.
It's for me, it's not that somebody has to teach me how to do it. It's that I won't do it. I know how to. I won't. Just like if I ever have to bring a fish home, I will not descale it or debone it.
That's easy. So, now that we've talked about the music, what's your favorite plot point in this movie? Is it Max wanting to be free of Dad? Max wanting a girl to like him? Goofy wanting to put his son back on the, I guess, right track? There's one more.
While you think of that,
would it be
feel like
Pete's influence on Goofy's decisions?
I don't know if that's a plot point.
It's a big plot in this movie because that's why Goofy's doing the things he's doing, is because of the influence that Pete is making on him.
I guess you could add that to that one.
I feel like the biggest plot point for me is coming of age, where you're learning who you are with your parent, but also learning who you are as an individual.
That's a really good one because it's not just Max learning how to becoming himself. It's also Goofy realizing that his son is a teenager and not the little boy anymore.
Not a little boy.
You go from being a parent to trying to be a parent and a friend.
The lines of communication aren't exactly clear in this movie between the two of them.
Yeah, the map. And
we know what the first rule of communication is. Talk loud enough for people to hear you.
Oh, okay. What'd you say? Kidding. I was really happy when certain somebody decided to do this movie. And then next week with the Extremely Goofy movie.
I'm so excited for that one.
But we mentioned that it holds up to today. We mentioned the music. We mentioned some major plot points that... What'd you do?
I cracked my back.
I did too. Shit.
No,
we didn't mention any of that in this movie.
Don't do that next after you crack your back.
I think your butt's broken. Why? There's a huge crack in it.
So I have a question.
Okay.
And it's really only a question that you guys can answer because I can't. I've never tried to impress a girl.
Oh,
Um,
it sucks.
what
tried to be
what
the
are your
peacock.
opinions on Max's efforts to impress Roxanne?
Oh, A+.
Well, one of the heads was working.
Yeah, A+ on his efforts.
Man, put on a full-on concert. I couldn't even figure out the words to a song as
Yeah.
a kid. Jesus, like
Yeah.
he gets points for that.
Like, hello. He actually did this shit that we promised.
He did the concert, then tricked his dad into going to LA to get on stage to get the concert, not knowing him at all, and doesn't get in trouble for it.
And made it look like
Perfect.
it worked
Perfect.
Yeah,
Flawless.
man, that's the greatest con ever for like the next couple of years.
Yeah.
until he tells her the truth.
You ain't telling, I
Dumbass.
ain't telling her shit. Nope. It was all planned. Dad and I, yep, power line.
Right, Dad?
Been friends
Right.
forever.
Mind you, to impress a girl, I dropped one brother onto another brother and broke the younger brother's leg. Yes, true story. It was a complete accident. I didn't know Chris was there.
Okay. I am so sorry for Chris.
I remember when they say at the beginning of the wrestling shows, "Do not try at home."
Yeah.
I tried at home. I picked Nick up in a fireman's carry and went to FU him or attitude adjustment him. Didn't realize that Chris was like here, and I just went nyet. And Chris, oh, it got dark. I saw a big shadow, and broke his leg because Nick landed on him,
See, the only thing that
and he was like 5, not even.
I've never tried to impress a girl. I do know, however, that my brother used to babysit me and pick up girls.
Yep, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Oh yeah. See, I never really had to try to persuade a girl. I didn't ever just
A
didn't
pretty
have
little
that.
butterfly.
I ended up working. The one I'm married to is the one I work with, so
Hey,
I didn't have
same.
to. What I had to impress her by making a steak and cheese. I don't know, but like my dad's friends they were all firefighters, and I get told the story all the time of when I was a kid. 2 of them would take me to the mall and parade me around to pick up chicks.
Yep. If
And
the
my mom would be like, "All right, have him back by like 8 o'clock." 8 o'clock would roll around, them two there'd be no sign of me. 9 o'clock roll around, no sign of me. Keep in mind, this is 1987. There's no cell phones. There's no pagers. Like 10:30 rolls around, she would hear him pull into the driveway. They would carry me up in my car seat, put me on the porch, knock on the door, and leave because they knew my mom was gonna be so pissed off that it's so late for me getting back. But they did it every Saturday night. They would take me to the mall and strut me around to try to pick up girls. So, yeah, I know that trying to
Yes.
impress them is fun.
babies are chick magnets,
Mhm.
100%. Where's the mom? Oh, yeah.
Sadly, she's not here. You just keep it vague so that way they're not dead, but they're not here.
And it works every time.
Uh,
Until you go to like the Waterbury Mall and somebody shoots up the place.
Yeah.
Hey, it's happened more times in the last year than it should.
Oh,
And the worst part is one of those instances I actually knew one of the parties involved.
nice.
I did not know that. I am sorry.
Can we talk about how entertaining Lester's Opossum Park is?
I want it.
Can we talk about how because of Goofy Movie I was obsessed with Cheese Whiz?
Cheers,
Leaning Tower of
Wednesday!
Cheddar!
Look, it's the Leaning Tower of Cheetah.
Yeah.
But I laugh at the same part every single time, and it's when the big possum walks up and Max slaps the hell out of it and is like, "Beat it, doofus." I love that part. It is one of my favorite parts of this entire movie.
We need like an It's a Small World ride of that.
So what? And
Look.
make sure you guys take note of the Velcro on the ass to take the kids' photo pictures, because that'll come in handy for you too
Yeah,
eventually.
Yep. Already.
Found it creepy that the same girl ended up at the Possum Park and they're 100 miles away.
People travel for attractions. Disney's what, almost 2,500 away?
Something like
know.
that.
You guys are farther north than me.
By a lot. I don't know. 6 hours, 7 hours?
Something like that.
Um,
6. Left at 6, got there at noon. Yeah, 6 hours.
yeah. If you haven't seen this movie and you call yourself a Goofy fan, a Disney fan, or what have you, you have to watch it. It's literally on, Brian, I would use you as a must-watch Disney movie list. And for you too as well, because he's not really the Disney guy.
No, being quite honest, you could name off 10 Disney movies and I probably only seen 2 of them.
Lion King,
Of the
Goofy
cartoons,
movie.
of the cartoon Disney movies, not like the ones that were not Disney but were like the sister company Disney movies that were real life movies. I watched.
He's not talking Marvel.
Yeah, no, like Camp Nowhere was made by a sister company of Disney. Those
that
type
Touchstone?
movies. I can't remember. I looked it up when you guys did it last time. When you guys did that, because that's probably my absolute favorite movie.
He's looking it up now.
As being Disney, close to Disney's movie.
Yeah,
That's where I got the whole first rule of communication is to talk loud enough for people to hear you.
Production company is Hollywood Pictures, but distributed through Bula Vista Pictures. So Disney didn't produce it, but they distributed it.
Mm-hmm. But like I grew up, I didn't watch the Disney cartoon movies. I always watched the teen or the kid real movies. I never really got into cartoon. The only time I had to watch cartoon movies is when it was the special day at school, the end of the day, end of the year, and they're like, "Here's all the movies that we're allowed to show you, so we don't have to teach."
I hated taking home permission slips
To
for
watch
my
movies?
mom to give me permission to watch a movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I had to take a permission slip home to watch Lord of the Rings.
You watched Lord of the Rings in school?
Yes, I did.
I don't want to watch Lord of the Rings here, let alone in school.
Extended editions. Extended editions only.
If it's the extended editions, I'm sleeping a lot sooner.
Yeah.
Extend your sleep for.
I have literally tried, guys, like 4 times, and I have been unsuccessful in completing the movies.
It's not everyone's cup of tea, and I recognize that, which is fine. Believe it or not, I couldn't do Lord of the Rings until I was an adult because I watched it when I was in like 6th grade. Tried to read the book and then had nightmares.
Those books are very much too large.
So I think as an adult now I could read the books, but yeah, when I was nope.
I won't even audio those books. When it says 76 hours to complete a book.
Yeah. That's kind of like the Game of Thrones books. Like I have them all on Audible to listen, and I'm like, I don't have that much time in 5 years to listen to them.
I have most of them on my Nook, and I just can't bring myself to devote the time or the energy.
They're on my Spotify currently downloading, but yeah.
I'll just keep watching the show with you guys.
There you go.
Hopefully we don't get another scene where they just pan over and it's just a chick going to town. Back to a Disney movie. Completely different.
That was not Disney.
No, because you can't even say the scene in El Dorado, because that's not even Disney. Anything else you want to touch with this movie? Because I feel like we've basically covered everything. Actually, better yet, is there a movie that has the same story beats that comes anywhere close to how a Goofy movie does it?
I can't think of one. I'm sure one exists, but like I can't think of one.
See, I think the whole miscommunication between father and son or mother and daughter is a pretty common thread in movies.
Yeah, that's not it. That's a pretty like I feel like that goes through a lot of movies.
Hmm.
But like I can't think of one that like would resonate or like have kind of the same story vibes that the Goofy movie has.
Yeah. I just looked up if there was.
Now an extremely goofy movie, there's a couple.
Well, yeah, it Brinked. You'd take your pick on any of the X Game movies,
So
which I'm very excited for that one because as much as I love this one, I thought how Max going to college and Goofy randomly shows up. It's like Dad, why are you following me? Just making sure you're okay. Dad, why are you joining a rival fraternity? I did what now?
I'm so excited for an extremely goofy movie.
Yeah, I gotta find a different shirt. I don't have an extremely goofy movie shirt.
That sounds like
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah, and Disney shop does not get here that fast.
No, but it sounds like you should fix that problem.
What am I just gonna go to the store, grab a bicycle helmet, put it on my head for the episode, and then return it the next day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Could be a big ass bicycle helmet.
Get a picture of Tony Hawk right there on your shirt because the X Games and boom and
You could wear a wrestling shirt.
He's getting ready. He's preparing himself for the roasting that usually happens at the end of these
wear the
episodes.
Hardy shirt and two extreme.
I'm gonna
I can
mute
see-
Ryan now.
I can see the look on his. I can see the look on his face. He was preparing for it. He's like, getting ready
No,
to wrap
actually,
up.
he looked
Now
very,
it's
very.
time. Now it's time for Ryan and Susie to let it loose. Here it comes.
Well, I mean, he was concentrating very hard for a minute. I'm surprised there
was.
You
wasn't
did not
smoke
see the
coming out.
steam. Shut up.
And I got him really good with the whole bicycle helmet because it would be a big ass helmet.
It's not that big.
Just use the Mickey Mouse thing behind your head as a helmet. It's on your picture, dummy.
I
And
I'm
you look the
aware.
wrong way. That'll work. That takes care of all the bases. Protects the cranium and covers the face.
Ow. I wonder if you guys are surprised by this. With the amount of reviews on Rotten Tomato for a Goofy movie, it holds at a 64%.
Sounds right. I mean, it's
Okay.
not like it's a super intriguing storyline. It's a basic storyline with. I mean, this literally could be 3 episodes of Goof Troop and call it a movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would this movie be as popular if it wasn't a Disney movie?
That. Mm.
Or do you think it takes points off because it's a Disney movie?
No, because if it was not a Disney movie, you wouldn't have the songs and the music in it that keeps you intrigued in the whole movie.
I mean, if DreamWorks did it, you'd probably have Smash Mouth do something. I don't know.
It would. It probably wouldn't have the same quality, especially if you're talking DreamWorks in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
It probably wouldn't be as memorable.
Okay.
I feel like DreamWorks or any of the other ones probably could have done it, but it definitely wouldn't have been as memorable. Because I feel like the songs are what do it. And I mean, we've all seen what Disney has come out with between Toy Story and I mean, Pocahontas comes out a couple weeks later, but like they constantly like on point with their songs. And DreamWorks isn't too far behind, but DreamWorks in the 90s, I can't say the same thing. So,
But I'm all set with this, with the movie.
okay. So I then at that point I have an announcement. I have to pull up
Is this the part where I get roasted?
not yet, unless
Well,
you
you're
want
not
to get
getting the
roasted.
bottle.
Oh, wait, hold on. I've got a happy belated birthday to the guru.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Perfect.
She scrolled a little too far and saw that.
No,
What
actually, it
happened?
was the first thing on our profile. So we have sorted out our Nerdtoberfest. If AJ wants to pull up the rest of them, in our poll
I wasn't ready.
that we pulled up. Well, you had your phone. I messaged them to Paul earlier.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to actually.
That works too. So the poll we have won with Silence of the Lambs. But it looks like we might be doing Doctor Sleep next year because Doctor Sleep was a close second. And I say close second meaning it was very far behind. But it had more votes than Silent Hill and Us. And Candyman got no votes.
Because it's the new version.
Candyman got no votes. It was very sad. It was a sad time for Candyman. Candyman should get some love. But so the first Thursday in October, we'll be doing Haunted Mansion.
The new one.
Followed by,
The new Haunted Mansion.
The new Haunted Mansion, not the one with Eddie Murphy. Though don't be surprised if AJ and I make references to the Eddie Murphy one. E.T., The Quiet Place, and The Quiet Place Part 2.
And that's where Ryan will join us, or you'll join us for E.T.
I'll be here for E.T.
Oh.
Is E.T. actually a scary movie?
No.
No. As a kid, it was creepy as hell, but it wasn't even E.T. that was creepy. It was the other ones.
Okay.
Have you seen E.T.? You've been on the ride, but
Yes.
You've never seen E.T.
Yes.
We are fixing that. I'm so glad this is on here now.
I've never seen A Quiet Place or A Quiet Place Part 2.
Well, neither have I.
They're newer. E.T.'s only been around for like, I don't know, 40 years.
My brother grew up on E.T. Like,
all I know is his finger glows and says phone home.
he also follows M&M's.
That's home phone.
Also, he flies across the sky on a bicycle somehow.
Yes.
Just watch the movie.
I'm pretty sure I got the consensus with what we just said.
Yeah. The Thursday before Halloween, so the week before Halloween, we will be doing Silence of the Lambs. And then on Halloween, we will end with The Purge.
I have no clue what that is.
Yeah, that's a hell of a way to end.
I'm bringing a teddy bear.
Don't worry, Clarice, you'll be fine.
The Purge?
Did you just snap your jaw? What was that?
I was trying to figure out what that noise was. It sounded like somebody just cracked their neck.
Now,
It's more intense
He
than
just snapped
scary.
his jaw back closed.
Silence of the Lamb. Susie, you've seen it?
Yes.
AJ, you've not seen it. I'm not even asking. All right. So that was gonna be a fun scene for you in that movie. That if you're watching the actual movie and not a cut, it's a very interesting scene.
Yes, it is.
Actual movie and not a cut? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like a TV cut?
Yeah.
Is he when he's like dissecting the person?
No. It's just an interesting scene that you'll see.
Okay. I feel
So
like
we've
I
got
need to
AJ
YouTube this.
on the edge of his seat.
Well, don't get too close.
Hmm?
Like, don't get too close to the screen. You might get it on the forehead.
I know what he's talking about. Like, I'm sitting here and I was like, don't say, oh, I was 8 when I watched that movie. I was like,
The whole reason I watched Silence of the Lambs is my coworker and I were talking about scary movies, and he was like, "Oh, you should watch this." I said, "Cool, well, it's free." Oh, hey, look, I like the cover.
It's not an overly scary movie. It's just a very good suspense
It's a very
thriller.
good suspense movie.
Yeah.
Very, very good. So
And if you're gonna do Good Doctor, are you gonna do Shining next year as well? Since it's
I
a
thought we've
sequel?
already done The Shining.
Or
we've
have you
done The
The Shining?
Shining,
Okay.
but
couldn't
we haven't
remember.
done Doctor Sleep.
Let's say Doctor Sleep's a sequel to that.
Yeah, so we've done The Shining, so we definitely need to do Doctor Sleep.
No, you guys don't have me for Haunted Mansion, but you have me the rest of the month,
Yes.
including The Purge, because that's a good movie.
I'm guessing you've seen The Purge too?
I've seen all of them, even the TV show.
Well, that's good. So Ryan
there's
gets
a
to
TV show?
enjoy.
It was on USA Network, and it only lasted like 2 seasons, I think, or 1 season. But it was actually really, really good and should have lasted longer.
Um,
I'm gonna have to go find this now.
you should. I've heard really good things about
Yeah,
it.
it was really, really good.
So Ryan gets to enjoy me not having seen The Quiet Place, either one of them, and The Purge.
How long are those movies? Because are we doing them both in one night?
I was not planning on doing them both in one night, but let's revisit this in a few minutes.
Okay. Because we could probably do one in
Yeah.
Discord and then one.
Yeah, well, let's revisit this in a few minutes and say bye-bye.
Okay, let's all go. I see you later, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, subscribe. Eat.
We've learned anything from my daughter.
It's not learning from your daughter. It's learning from James.
That's true.